Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. ABDULHAMEED AISHA. Welcome to the first episode. Today, I have this gentleman with me.
Dr. Abdullahi Gibrima Maina.
Yes, sir, Lukman Ibrahim.
So, Dr. Abdullahi Gibrima Maina, what was your first impression about China when you arrived?
Well, my first impression about China started right from airport. Of course, we all know China right from home. It's an advanced country. They have a lot of technology, but I'm not here to talk about that. It was the level of security, the checkup time that got me nervous. And then something happened to me that day. There was a train that's supposed to transport passengers from the terminal to outside of the airport. And then I didn't know that was supposed to be the train that took me out. So I was waiting, seeing people going in, entering train, and going in almost several rounds. Then at the end of the day, I made up my mind that wherever this train is going, I'm going to board it. And I took my luggages and I entered. And that was the day I know in China, you have to read instructions. And then I realized the previous is when I come back, I realized it's written all over, everywhere. But then I was just confused because I was just nervous. I'm telling you, it's just a whole new experience for me.
What an experience.
Yeah.
So,
My first impression was about the food and the people. Yeah, so when I met so many Chinese people came to me, they were surprised to see me as a strange person. They came to me touching my hair, my skin color. They were wondering how strange. It's like a stranger being in the midst of so many people. So to them they were wondering, but to me I felt like a celebrity.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So how is your experience in China? Like studying, school, friends?
Well, everything was whole new life to me. I'm telling you, the people around, the whole impression we have from home. We always thought Chinese are this short. Then the first person that I encountered as a Chinese, my teacher, he was already taller than me. So that's another shock for me. And then the rush, the speech. In China, everything is fast. Everybody's business, everybody's busy. And the food, you know me. I don't have issue with food. Anything with salt and a little bit aroma I can eat. So I didn't have much problem with food. And I relate with people easily. So I think I'm okay with the people.
So, well, my experience here in China, I get to understand a lot of things that I thought I had as simple as they could be. And the Chinese people try to make things as simple to use as they could. So it was a very beautiful experience here in China to stay and go to so many places, see wonderful buildings, meet with very beautiful people, wonderful people.
So what of academic-wise?
Well, academic-wise, it's also a different new thing. As I told you, everything here to me seemed different. Because the first time I went into the class, I was expecting to see a lecturer writing on board and everything. And then I saw like a TV, kind of maybe the projectors to be more appropriate. And then he was speaking with mic. And then at first I had problem with comprehending what he was saying to me, because the mic and the Chinglish, we used to call that. But now we all speak Chinglish. Yeah, exactly. And then I came very late. I remember I came very late. It was very cold and almost 2 months into the whole program. So I have a lot to catch. My roommate was telling me, bro, why did you come this late? I told him, how things. But since I'm here, tell me the way forward. Yeah, so it was challenging at the beginning. But alhamdulillah, we are here.
In the academic field, I guess it was different from home. What we have been hearing from home. I have always heard that studying abroad, especially in China, is far different from studying, right? So at first I thought I was going to be treated as how my lecturers back home were treating me. But when I came to China, I realized the lecturers were very simple, polite, friendly to go with. And to the point that if you don't understand anything, you can go directly to your lecturer or call your lecturer or text him.
Exactly. That's a
text him or send him an email address. You can even chat with your lecturer, which is something that is
very hard.
Very hard.
Yes.
Very, very hard. So I think to me, that's like an environment. They have
you can come to your room and wake you up to go to class.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Wow.
Yes.
So to me, it's like, they have created an environment that is well for learning, that enables them to learn more and to expose themselves more to
So now that you have graduated,
Yes, say that again.
how does it feel like?
I feel so much happy and I feel accomplished. And I
Okay.
feel like
6 years.
6 years, I have something to show, right?
Yeah.
We were many when we came, and they say many dreamers, only few achievers.
So
And
how
I
do
feel
you
achieved.
feel as a doctor right now?
I feel fulfilled and I feel responsible and I feel happy.
And now that you graduated?
Yeah, now that I've graduated, I also feel fulfilled that I have done what I should have done. Yeah, so and I just feel happy and I feel that I'm just normal me. You know? Yes,
So what do you think of your profession as a doctor?
Well, doctor, we all know, as we all say, it's a noble profession. By noble means, it's the only profession that when we ask about what do you do for a living, I simply say, I save lives. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is it. We do three things basically. We save lives, we ease pain, and we educate people.
Civil engineering, it's a profession that helps to shape the world we are in today. So when it comes to not technological world, infrastructure, building infrastructures, building roads, building so many things, but we have so many things that we hope.
So you are the one behind these tall buildings.
Yeah,
China,
to have
and
the
the
China,
airport,
Okay.
China,
Then
the
you should-
train.
You should go to Nigeria and give us more of this.
I hope that I will take the things that we see here back home. You know.
That's wonderful.
Okay, so now you're leaving China. What
Yes.
can you tell us? What is your advice to the young ones
Who are in
coming
China?
or who are in China?
Okay. But I'm going to tell them, wherever you are in China, please try and abide by the laws and try to learn from anyone that comes around you. People along the way will always have opinion about what you do or anything you do, but just trust yourself and believe in yourself. That's all. China is a very, very wonderful place to live in. So peaceful and calm.
To the young ones in China,
Yeah.
or young ones coming to China.
All.
Okay, for the young ones in China, I have nothing to say rather than China is a very friendly place to live, and everything here in China they have made it very simple, you know, for them to use the learning. They have the learning environment. They have everything they need for them to study hard, to learn more things, to explore, to see different places, and to expose themselves to different cultures.
So is there anything you learned aside being a doctor?
Of course,
Okay.
I learn a lot of things. And I improve on so many things also that I came with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we hear some?
like sport.
Okay.
I learned different sports which I was unable to do at home, like basketball, the volleyball, and then in terms of my football has also improved due to the good stadium and good, football.
So being
ways.
a medical student, you had time for sports.
Exactly. Yes, you can have it all.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
nice. And
Sports, especially basketball. I have been into yoga, into swimming.
a man in yoga class.
Yeah, yoga classes.
Yes,
Wow.
we do that.
You know, the Chinese people don't mind that.
Yeah.
And yoga is for everybody, as they say, for you to calm your mind, calm your nerves, and just to be healthy. So they don't mind. So I have been into yoga and so many other things like swimming, you know, and other sports.
So what will you miss in China?
Well, you will know. First, the internet.
So you don't have internet in your country?
Yes, we have, but you all know this internet is crazy or limited. You cannot have that no matter how much you have.
Yeah.
You have to have 100 gig, 50 gig, but in China it's unlimited. You just do whatever you want to do. And then the peace, you know, the security. I can go to anywhere, anytime in China without being afraid of something's going to happen to me. With 100% assurance, I'm going to come home safely no matter the time of the day. So I'm going to miss that. I told you the internet and the people, the opportunity that I have here, mingling people from different part of the world, you know, and then the Chinese people themselves, they are hardworking, they're always business-minded people, and they're always caring. You know, you would meet somebody on the street, he doesn't even know you for the first time, but he'd be worried about how you eat, what he eats, and be asking questions that are personal, which is, you hardly see that in other people. Yeah.
So what will you miss?
Yeah, there are so many things that I'm going to miss in China, but few of them will be the security, as he said. the freedom, the peace.
Freedom.
Yeah, freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom of going to anywhere you want anytime, as you said. Freedom of being yourself. Freedom of doing whatever you like, not bad things.
Obviously.
Yeah. So the freedom to explore, the freedom to do a lot of things, a lot of good things, positive things.
So is there anything you have changed about China?
About the country?
Yeah, the country, the people.
Well, I can't say that. But yeah, I think for every community or every setting, there are things that could be adjusted. There could be, even China when we came, it's not the China we're living in. You can testify to that.
Yeah.
So they always, if there's anything Chinese people believe in, is changes. They're always changing, and I mean in a good direction, in a forward direction. So they always progressing since we came. Even our university, the whole city is all transforming. So yes, of course, there are a few things that yes, Chinese should adjust, maybe be more, open to the world. You understand? Even though that has changed a lot in 6 years I've been here. So I hope to see more opportunities for foreigners, in other things. And
so would you like your country, Nigeria, to be like this, China?
Yeah, I definitely would want my country to be like China.
But I'm sure you're proud of your country.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my country, Nigeria. Very, very proud of Nigeria.
So how did you cope with the language? I'm sure it's a very...
Yeah, it was very challenging at first because the city I am, most people don't speak English. And but then, like, you don't have no choice. As one of my professors always say, you have no Maisa in the region. Yeah. So you have to. So I quickly learned the basic Chinese thing, which quite alright. I'm among the few that I said, yes, I've learned a lot of Chinese. If time will be, I will teach you a few Chinese things. Yeah.
So how was your language?
Yeah, the language. For me, at first, I thought the language was going to be very hard for me because the first time I came to China, I was in Beijing, and I have heard so many stories of how the language is hard. So when I thought there might be many people that could speak English, but when I talked to them, the first thing they will say is Timbudong. Timbudong. So I didn't know what Timbudong means at that time. So I then move on to the next person. Could you please help me with Timbudong? So I had to, I just go back into the airport. I sat down until one guy came to me and he saw me. He was a Nigerian guy. A very responsible guy, I must say. He has been very good to me. So when he talked to me and I explained myself to him and he brought out his phone, he showed me a translator and I used to translate, and then I said, yeah, I'm going to Jinzhou, to my school.
Yes, I remember those days
to the train station.
When we go around with translator everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you want?
He took me to the train station, bought my ticket, and then I rode to Jinzhou.
So your appreciation and gratitude this whole 6 years goes to?
This whole 6 years plus the remaining month I'm having here goes to my family, especially my mother, who has given me everything. She has always supported me and believed in me. And I say thank you, Mama. Thank you, Abba. And my sisters and my brothers who have always been there praying, supporting and believing in me. This medicine, this degree, this everything is for you all. It's not for me, it's for all of us. And I say thank you so much.
My appreciation and gratitude go to all my family and friends, especially to my mother. Although sadly my mother is not here today, she's not here to celebrate this beautiful moment with me, and sadly she won't be able to celebrate more successfully as more events for me to come in with me to come in the future. She has been a very great foundation. She instilled this motive for me of learning, to go out and learn and become a civil engineer. I have always wanted to become a civil engineer, but she was the one that pushed me this far. And without her support, without her prayers, without her words, I wouldn't be here today. My family, my father, I don't just know what to say to my father to thank him enough. I don't know what to say, only to say thank you. He has tried and still trying to give me a life that he himself never had. He has done a lot of good things to me, a lot of things, and he's still doing. I wouldn't be here today, I wouldn't be with you guys, and I wouldn't be with the people I am today. I wouldn't be talking even to this camera today without my father being there for me. And I thank him very much, and I just want him to know that there is no way I can pay him, but I want him to know that I understand what he has done for me, for my brothers, for the people that he has done good things to. And I pray may the good things that he has done come back to him in ways that he can't even imagine. So I thank him very, very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our first episode. We've heard from these potential successful gentlemen, their experience, what they think about China, what they will miss, and their advice, and most especially their gratitude goes to their parents, most of them. I hope to meet you in the next episode. Thank you very much.